Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to do a step-by-step tutorial on how to running your own version of like ChatGPT large language model in your computer. So also I want to mention it, I will use AMD GPU on Linux. So the web UI I'm gonna to use is called a text generation web UI. This is a very popular UI that has been used by many people and is in heavy active development. So we can expect there's new features, like most advanced features. So I wanted to do this because I saw lots of people ask how to run this language model using AMD GPU. So let's get started. So one thing I want to mention is that one of the conditions you needed to use that is because you needed to install the ROCm. If you don't have it, so please check my previous tutorial. So in order to make sure that you have the ROCm, you need to ROCm info, and you will need to verify that you can indeed see two of the agents. One is the first one is the CPU, and the second one is your GPU. So for me, the second one is 6700 XT. So yeah, if you have this, you are good to go. Alrighty, let's okay, I will go to my working directory, and what I'm gonna do is to clone this repository. You simply do git clone and press enter. Yeah, already. Let's move to here, and we open it in our VS Code. Alrighty, let's yeah, so we can see that there's requirements.txt here. So we will need to create a virtual environment. So in this case, I will do conda create -m, the name, we call it text gem, and I will specify the Python version 3.9. And y. Alright, it successfully created it. We need to activate it, conda activate text gem. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is to install the PTorch. So because I haven't tested the PTorch 2.0, so I will still using 1.3.1. Yeah, you need to use to specify the version and also the ROCm version. So the previously version is 1.13.1 and the ROCm version was 5.2. So you will need to use this command to install it. Alright, so you press enter, so it will able to install that. Yeah, alright, so here I have installed the 3 package. So next, what I'm gonna do is to open the requirements.txt from the root here. And one thing I wanted to mention is that everything except the second one, bits and bytes. So for some reason, the default bits and bytes doesn't work for AMD. So we will do that later, but the rest we were able to install them directly. Alright, so you run pip install -r requirements.txt and then press enter. Yeah, so the last one is install from the repository transformers. So it will copy the transformer into your local computer and then build it. So it may take a while. Yeah, and then after that, you will install the rest of them. Yeah, alright, we successfully installed them. Okay, let's move on to install the bits and bytes. So for bits and bytes, we will need to go to this repository. This, as you can see from the name, there's a -ROCm, so it has been modified to work with ROCm AMD version. So what you're gonna do is to clone this to your local, and let's do git clone, and let's go into there, and this is the second one here. So one thing we want to do is a little bit modify. So you go to the make file and search for the ROCm. Yeah, so here you see that there's a ROCm dir here. We also search for dir, and we can see here we would like to do a quick modify. We added the version of your ROCm. So for me, I will add a -5.4.2 there. So that's because I will go to my ROCm directory. So you can see the second one here, the ROCm -5.4.2 is my ROCm version. So I will add the version here, so it will know where my ROCm is. Yeah, as you can see, the others will stay the same. You don't need to change others, but only the soda lamp here. All right, so let's and we will need to like compile it. So we in the Bitsandbytes dash ROCm we make heap. Yeah, we make sure that there's no error message. So there will be some warning, so that will be fine. Okay, yeah, so this are all just some warnings, so we'll be totally fine. So let's then move on to install that. So one thing you need to make sure that you will need to specify the environment variable CUDA version. So because my card is 6700, so mine is GFX 1030, and we press enter. So it will be able to install that. So the last step we'll need to do is do a quick verify. Just make sure that it works. Yeah, we can see that it's indeed successful. So installation was successful. And there's some information. Even though there's a warning here, so that's fine, because MVML is for NVIDIA, because we are AMD. So as expected, we were not able to find it. All right, so it looks like we have everything we need. Yeah, so I think we are ready to rock. Let's before do that, one thing we want to mention is that you will need to provide a model to put into here, into the models directory. So let's quickly go to Hugging Face. There's a model called LLaMA 7B HF. So you will need to download this into your local directory, and you were able to put it in your models directory here. And in the same repository, there's a script called download model here. So you were able to use that to download it. So you will use Python download, and yeah, so you are able to use this script to download it into your local. Yeah, so as we already completed the downloading here, so we're able to do a quick testing and run it. Yeah, we see the warning, so that's fine. And it will load the model. And we do see that the URL comes up, and we open it in our web browser, your favorite web browser. And let's check. Wow, we do have it. It looks great. Yeah, I think you should be familiar with it. It's a Gradient web interface. So we have the text generation tab here. There's the input. You can put your prompt here. There's max new tokens. You can generate, continue, stop. So in here you can choose the model. So because I only have one, so it's only one here. and there's some preset, and on the right side there's the output. Yeah, so let's quickly give it a spin. So let's do it this way. On the right side, I opened the monitoring dashboard here. So as you can see, the GPU is 11 gigabytes. Not a good sign, but because I opened lots of like other application, so normally I think it's around 7 to 8 gigabytes. So let's quickly run it. Yeah, we see that utilization of the GPU around the 90%, and on the like raw we like output, we do see that it's streaming the output. Okay, yeah, looks great. I think it works. Yeah, if you are able to do that, congratulations. If you have any like issues, please leave in the comments or join my Discord server, so you are able to ask questions there. So next, I want to show you like one of the fine-tuned like LoRA, how to use it. So like in the parameters, you are able to choose the LoRA. So because right now I haven't downloaded it yet, so I will need to download that. So in the root directory, so there is a LoRa's directory here, so you are needed to put it here. So let's stop it first, and we go to the download model here. So for the LoRA, so if you are not familiar with it, so the LoRA is fine-tuned using instruction set. So the end result is that by fine-tuning LLaMA, it will be able to match, I mean not exactly match, but like match 90% of ChatGPT. So you are able to do that by simply running the LoRA, and you will use this download model script and press enter. So this model is very small. It's around 17 megabytes, so it will be very easily downloaded that. We can start our server once again. Yeah, and we were able to refresh our web server, and we will need to load it. Let's you will use the parameters tab on the top side and move to the bottom. There's a LoRa section. Yeah, as you can see, I can now choose LoRa 7B. You choose it, and I think yeah, on your terminal you can see that it's adding the LoRa. So now after the loading of the model, we can go back to our text generation interface, and you see that there's a template for your prompt. So you will need to write your instruction here. And we were able to click generate to do a quick testing. Yeah, so in this case, I think the model now is able to follow your instruction. So that's a really fabulous thing, right? So that's what makes ChatGPT so great. So let's take another quick example. Yeah, so let's generate. So now it's able to follow your instruction to write an email. Well, yeah, I think this example, there's a lot of repetition for the together, so we needed to stop it. Yeah, let's do another example. Yeah, let's write something about the coming spring. And also, I think in the terminal, it just shows the generating speed. So it looks like several tokens per second, like 2 tokens per second. Yeah, yeah, I think it looks good, right? So right now, I think we do see that after loading of the LoRA, so it's able to follow instruction. And yeah, feel free to give it a try. And also, I want to mention that even you are not able to run it, I hosted like Discord bot on my Discord server. So feel free to join it, so you're able to test them. Okay, so yeah, so I think that's all for today. I hope you enjoy my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.